Okay. Good morning, boys. So,
Good morning, sir.
as all of you know, we are discussing, debating, deliberating upon chapter number 5, Principles of Inheritance and Variation. As part of that, yesterday we talked about chromosomal theory of inheritance, and the background for that is meiosis. Unless until you understand meiosis 1, meiosis 2, all 8 stages, then only you can understand the crossing over, significance of crossing over. And we said yesterday that chromosomes are the vehicles of heredity. And today in this class we are going to talk about chromosomes that are responsible for sex determination in all the organisms, including human beings. Okay, and the chromosomes basically are of two types: autosomes, allosomes. Autosomes are the chromosomes that are responsible for bodily characters, which is somatic characters, means like color of the eyeball, color of the skin, height of the person, hair color, hair texture, all these will be decided by autosomes. Whereas allosomes, another set, allosomes are the sex chromosomes. They decide sex of the individual. Of course, all of us know in us, among human beings, totally there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs means 23 into 2, 46 chromosomes. So out of the 46 chromosomes, 44 are autosomes. Means 44 chromosomes will decide the bodily characters or somatic characters, and the rest of the 2 chromosomes called allosomes will decide the sex of the person. Like there are 2 types of allosomes, XX, or we can say X chromosome and Y chromosome. So again, during the division, meiotic division, you understand that out of 46 chromosomes, 23 will be contributed from father's side and 23 will be contributed from mother's side. Totally, sperm carrying 23, ovum carrying. Yeah, somebody is having that. Please put up that. Yeah. So 23 chromosomes, sperm carrying 23 chromosomes from father's side, from male partner. 23 chromosomes present in ovum from mother's side or a female partner. Together, sperm and ovum fuses. In fact, we say nucleus of the sperm fuses with nucleus of the ovum, results in formation of zygote. So, in the nucleus of the zygote, 23 from father side, 23 from mother side, totally 46 chromosomes. Out of the 46, 44 are autosomes, 2 are allosomes, right? Now, out of these 2, X chromosome and Y chromosome, allosomes. Now I am showing all the 23 pairs, how they will be in our body. Look at that. First pair, second pair, third pair, fourth pair, like that. Now focus on the 23rd one, X and Y. X is long, is a tall fellow. Y is short. But even though it is short, for us it is very important. Is it not, Naveen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because Y is present, we are all boys, we are all men. Imagine if that is not there.
Females.
Yes, females. So, thanks to the Y chromosome that is present in us, we have become males. So, who will decide?
In some books, they show that its shape is like only Y, sir.
Not Y, to be precise, it will be reverse L. Okay? Almost kurpi shape, right?
Yes.
So, we take the photograph of that inside the cell with advanced microscopes, right? So, this is how the chromosomes will be in human being. what is the notes that he has given? Look at that. The chromosomes that are involved in the sex determination are called sex chromosomes or allosomes. They include X chromosome and Y chromosome. Autosomes are chromosomes other than sex chromosomes. Just now I said they are responsible for bodily characters. And number of autosomes is same in males and females, that is 22 pairs. Okay, and who has studied this? A scientist called Henking in 1891 studied spermatogenesis in some insects and observed that 50% of the sperm received a nuclear structure after spermatogenesis and other 50% sperm did not receive it. Henking called this structure as X body. Now it is called X chromosome. That means there are two chromosomes, X chromosome and Y chromosome. So presence or absence of Y chromosome will decide whether the growing baby is going to be male or female. If Y chromosome is present along with the X, then it is XY. The zygote is or embryo is going to be boy. On the other hand, if the allosomes present are XX, Y is absent, then the zygote is going to be female. So who will decide the sex of the baby? Practically we should say Y chromosome. But what happens in villages? In your native places you must have seen.
Females are blamed. Females.
In your native places, in villages you have seen, even some people unfortunately go to the extent of giving divorce.
Taking divorce.
It's very unfortunate because they do not know who is responsible. If at all there is to be blame, it is to the husband, it is to the male. But practically speaking, being biologists, we know. Practically speaking, if even male is not responsible for that, because we cannot pick up Y chromosome and just install it in the embryo. So it is chance factor. And who is deciding this Y chromosome will be installed or not? It is the sperm. That means male can produce varieties of sperms, sperm carrying X, sperm carrying Y. Am I right? Whereas female, she is not having choice. She doesn't have variety. She has got ovum which carries only X chromosome. So blaming the female for the sex of the baby is totally wrong on our part. So sperm carrying X chromosome combines with ovum that has no choice but to carry X. The resultant is zygote with X from sperm, X from ovum, zygote XX, female. It's the female child. On the other hand, sperm carrying Y chromosome combines with ovum, obviously has no choice, X chromosome only. Combination of that leads to formation of zygote. Zygote will have X from ovum, Y from sperm, XY. The zygote is going to be boy. So virtually the sex of the baby is going to be decided by the sperm. Which type of sperm is fusing with the ovum? Is it the sperm that carrying X? Is it the sperm that carrying Y? So when sperm is deciding the sex factor in a baby, why to blame females? So this is what we being biology students have to make the people understand in your own native places. Okay, so that is what he has done. Mechanism of sex determination, you can see even in birds, insects. So it is XX, XO, X0 mechanism. Second type is XX, XY, just now we said. And the third one is, look at in birds, it is not XX, it is ZZ ZW mechanism. So there are three types. So we will study one by one in this. Okay. So we go for the first one, mechanism of sex determination under XXXO mechanism. Now look at that. Here male is heterogametic. That means X0, heterogametic. Gametes with X and gametes without X. That without X we are putting it as 0, X0. Some people refer it as O, but I prefer to make it as X0. That means there is no chromosome there in the gamete with regards to sex determination. And the number will decrease. That's what. That is the speciality of insects. In female it is homogametic. Both the gametes will have X chromosome each. All gametes are with X chromosome. So combination, male has got 22 plus X0 and the female has got 22 plus XX. Okay. Now I am just making it down. Okay. So we are going to study this further. This is the broad mechanism, XXX0. And next one is the one that we discussed just now, our own, XX and XY. Someone was asking, what is the shape of Y? Look at that, yellow colored one. Male is heterogametic. Male is hetero here. Why? There are two types of sperms. Sperm carrying X chromosome, sperm carrying Y chromosome. And the female is homogametic. It's only X. So human beings example and Drosophila, which we discussed yesterday. Whom do you remember? Can you name the scientist we talked about along with Drosophila? Yeah?
Thomas and Morgan.
Who is that?
Thomas and Morgan.
Morgan. Correct. So you can see here in case of male, now there are two chromosomes, X chromosome and Y chromosome. So someone asks us, all of us being boys, what do we say? Our contribution, we are having inside our body, every cell, 46 chromosomes. 44 plus XY. Whereas in females, it is 44 autosomes plus allosomes are XX. You can see two blue lines, two blue chromosomes there. What about insects? Insects like Drosophila, same pattern. The male is having X and Y, female is having X and X. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now come to the next one, third type. This is a new thing. ZZ and ZW mechanism. In this, I want you to focus on this. It's quite different from what we discussed above. Male is homogametic. I hope you are able to see.
Yes.
Male is homogametic, ZZ. Female is heterogametic, Z and W. Look at that. Here, the sex will be decided by whom?
Female.
Female. But what is happening in birds, we are taking it in human beings and blaming the ladies, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That is something wrong. So XX-X0 and XX-XY mechanism show male heterogamety, whereas in birds ZZ-ZW mechanism shows female heterogamety. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do we decide? Like we said, we cannot put blame on ladies or females. At the most, what we can say, morally, male can take the blame if the baby that is born is female. Okay? But unfortunately, we are putting blame on females. Why is it so?
Male dominant.
Yes, male domination. I don't think now it is anymore male dominant. Now equal opportunities are given to both of us, both male and female.
Villages.
Yeah, even in villages there is a lot of awakening. People know their rights. People they know their fundamental rights. And I am sure people like you will be talking much in the villages, in your native places. So there is a lot of knowledge being spread. And thanks to internet, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all this, even in villages it has come. But unfortunately, certain things that are to be stopped, they are still going on. Isn't it? What is that? Look at that. Father, of course, it is obviously allosomes present will be XY. We are talking about human beings, right? Mother, of course, it is X and X. Correct? Now, from father's side X, from mother's side X, XX. So it is daughter, first figure that you are seeing. On the other hand, Y chromosome, father's contribution is Y chromosome, mother's contribution is X chromosome, XY. Obviously it is boy, son. Then from father side X, from mother side also X, XX, it is daughter. And next one, Y from father, X from mother, XY, son. So these are the various possibilities. You know that Punnett square also you can put XY, XX. Then you will come to know the ratio is 1:1. You see in this, 2 daughters, 2 sons. Ratio is 1:1. That means 50% chances. The baby that is going to be formed, what will be the sex of the baby? It is 50% chance. It is neither the male who is responsible for that nor the female. After all, it is not in our hands to select the Y chromosome and put it there, isn't it? Hence, it is called chance factor. Now look at that. Further explanation. We have got 44A. A means autosomes plus XY, that is male, and 44 autosomes plus, of course, I think you are able to see that, XX. So during meiosis, what happens? There is reduction division. Meiosis 1. Try to recollect. Meiosis 1. 46 chromosomes will be reduced to 23. 50% reduction. That means 22 autosomes plus X chromosome. That is one gamete. Another gamete, that is sperm, 22 autosomes plus Y. That is the reason why I said male can produce 2 varieties of sperms. One sperm carrying X, another sperm carrying Y. And 22 obviously autosomes will be there. That is the reason why we call meiotic 1 as RD, reduction division, isn't it? Right? Is it room locked? Okay, let me unlock it. Okay, right? So, sperm has variety, whereas ovum doesn't have variety. Obviously, it has got only X chromosome. So, 22 autosomes plus X chromosome. Remember, background for this, you should know, Sandeep, is spermatogenesis and oogenesis. Already we have covered these 2 topics in chapter number 3. You have to recollect that. Okay, Kadkol?
Yes, sir.
Spermatogenesis, oogenesis. Then you understand this. So, when the combination takes place, as I said, which type of sperm is combining with ovum? Is it 22 autosomes plus X or 22 autosomes with Y? Who is combining with whom? If a sperm carrying 22 autosomes plus X chromosome combines with ovum 22 autosomes with X, obviously it is 22 plus 22, 44 autosomes. X chromosome from sperm, X chromosome from ovum, 44 plus XX, 46. No doubt it is a female child and it's a human being. That should be there. Since it is 46 chromosomes, we are maintaining that diploidicity 2n.
Sir, no other animal has this 46 chromosome.
It can't be. Otherwise, it won't be called Sandeep.
Yes,
Okay? And
yes, sir.
the other one, if the sperm carrying 22 autosomes plus Y chromosome combines with obviously the only choice 22 autosomes plus X ovum, then 44 autosomes plus XY, that has to be Sandeep. Okay, boy. So this is how the sex of the baby will be decided. So what is the notes that he has given? Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes, 22 pairs of autosomes, 1 pair of sex chromosomes. A pair of X chromosomes, XX is present in female, XY chromosomes are present in male. Okay, I think it is normally in CBSE it is for 3 marks. Okay, most of the time he will give you sex determination in human beings, but sometimes expect the unexpected. What is that expect the unexpected, Kadkol?
5 months.
5 marks. Okay, it is neither 5 marks nor full cross. It is birds. He will ask you sex determination in birds. Remember? You did not, you expected in human beings, but that fellow gave you birds. So expect the unexpected. So prepare for that unexpected one. Right?
Insect, sir. Yes.
Yeah, instead of X.
In hen, that case will become reverse. No?
Yes. That's why today after my class you practice once ZZ,
Yes.
ZW. And again like our Sandeep, put thumbs up in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Okay, and I have a request. Individually don't put all this in the WhatsApp group. You put in the group, that will be a motivation for others. I know Kadkol is putting, Sandeep is doing, Prasad is doing, Gwallal Gowda is doing, but put it in the group so that others who are lazy fellows, they will understand, yes, this many boys are doing, I must also do. That will be a motivation, Sandeep, for others, your classmates. Okay? Right. Today I am expecting that cross in the birds. And tell me like this, put the checkerboard and show me. So, during spermatogenesis, male produces 2 types of sperms, as I said, 50% with X chromosome, 50% with Y chromosome. Females produce only, they are really sympathetic, only ovum with X chromosome. They don't have variety. So, that is how there is an equal probability. Now, I am sure in your mathematics you are using this word, probability. Here exactly that. There is an equal. See, in mathematics you simply use probability, but in biology we are saying equal probability. 50-50
Yes.
for fertilization of ovum with the sperm carrying either X chromosome or Y chromosome. Now we come to honeybee, sex determination in honeybee. Okay? Now, let us see first the notes part of it. What does it say? So, sex determination in honeybee is based on number of sets of chromosomes an individual receives. That means 2n. Fertilized egg develops as a female. Look at that. Queen, Rani. Or if not queen, next below, worker. Whereas look at the variety. Unfertilized egg develops as male. It's called drone. Unfertilized egg. Unfertilized egg develops as male. So they are all workers, male workers, drones. And what is their work? Being male, help in reproduction with the queen.
Sir, they are haploid, sir.
Yeah, they are haploid. The product will be diploid, of course. Okay, product will be diploid. And anything that develops without fertilization, already in second chapter we said parthenogenesis. Parthenocarpic fruit we said, here it is honeybee. So parthenogenesis. So you must understand, in the honeybee there are three types of honeybees. One is the queen, another is the worker, another is the drone. And drones are formed without fertilization. Okay, and drones are males. I hope I made it clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we will see the chart here side. Now look at that. There is a copulation between queen and the drone. As our Sandeep Jadhav said, drone see haploid and the queen is diploid. So the products, look at that, workers, and I said if drones are being formed, they are haploid. If workers are formed, they are diploid. N from queen, N from drone, workers are coming, diploid workers. But only haploid is there, no fertilization has taken place, then it is the drone. See Sandeep, what a pity for us, no?
Yes, sir.
Of course, not in us, in honeybees. Right? Without fertilization, males are formed, drones are formed. Now, specific example is giving in terms of number of chromosomes. In our case, 46.
Formation
In our case,
formation of egg without fertilization, sir.
yes, parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis.
Without fertilization.
Without fertilization. Gamete developing into an individual. Parthenogenesis. No fertilization there. So here,
There will wait as sir.
there will be yes. Between the queen and the drone, there will be coitus. That's how workers are produced. See, that's why red line we have put. See, are you able to see?
If coitus is not there, then drone.
Yes. If there is no fertilization, then drones will be formed. So
This
parents,
will not be asexual reproduction, sir.
parthenogenesis itself is a type of asexual, no? It's exception from the sexual reproduction, no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So how many chromosomes totally in the honeybee? 32 chromosomes will be there. So female queen will have 32, male 16 because it is haploid.
Yes.
Correct? So when female oogenesis takes place, meiosis, 16, 2 gametes will be formed. Whereas in male, directly, no meiosis. There I want you to focus. In female it is meiosis, in male it is mitosis, kadkol. So there is no reduction. What would have happened, Sandeep, if there is meiosis in male also?
It won't be a honeybee anymore
Why?
because now it is ready to eat.
Yes, very good. Chromosome number would have been changed. It cannot be 32.
Yes.
But unless until it is 32, identity of the honeybees will not continue.
Yes.
They lose their identity. Some foreign material would have been formed. Unknown material, alien would have been formed. Fortunately, that's not happening. Because mitosis, thanks to mitosis. So when these 16 gametes without fertilization, directly parthenogenesis, they are all males, drones. But remember, who is giving birth to the males? Queen. That's why she is queen. So that is the reason why we say, Kadkol says, Ardhanarishwara. Isn't it? Equally important, male and female. So don't neglect the females. And in the case of, yes,
This queen and workers, young one honeybee, sir. Here queen and yes.
Yeah.
Here queen and drones are giving birth, no sir.
Ah.
Means
Ah.
queen and workers will worker bees will not give birth
No,
to
no, no, no. Workers are only workers.
workers are sterile.
They're sterile, exactly. They're sterile. They don't have that
Yes,
sexual capacity.
yes, sir.
You know, that's why they are called workers. Okay, right. So another example is giving, see, same thing.
Sir, queen will produce drone, sir,
See
and
here,
drone with queen only produce workers, sir.
yes,
Yes,
that is the thing. Now you can see the same thing. Queen versus drone. There's one more, see. So the drone is formed.
workers.
It is 1616. If female has to be formed, then 16 plus 16, 32. That is the condition. So what is the notes that we are talking? Let us see here. It is based on the number of sets of chromosomes an individual receives. Fertilized egg, now see here, fertilized egg develops into a female as queen or worker. Unfertilized egg develops into drone. It is called parthenogenesis. And how many chromosomes? Therefore, the females are diploid, 32 chromosomes, and males are haploid. You know, we were writing 2n and n.
Yeah.
N is equal to 16. So this is called haplodiploid sex determination system. Sometimes to confuse you, instead of asking directly what is sex determination, how is it done in honeybee, he will ask you what is haplodiploid sex determination system, in which animal you see this, briefly explain this. Okay, so you have to remember honeybee, and whenever you remember honeybee, next time when you see any honeybee, honey box, just see 3 types of honeybees: queen, drones, workers. Okay, so second part, in this system the males produce sperms by mitosis. This is something new. Normally sperms will be produced through meiosis, but first time we are seeing the sperms will be produced by mitosis. They don't have father and thus cannot have sons, but have a grandfather, can have grandsons. Look at that. This is something funny.
They do not have
They don't have father, so obviously they can't have son, but have grandfather and can have grandsons. So just after my class, keep this in your mind and just ask yourself, why is it so? Okay, so there are 2 things I am giving to you today at the end of the class. I think almost we are coming to the end. One is
Because drones are
yeah,
drones are formed just by queens, sir, not by
not by
father.
exactly. Drones are born by
Formed by
queens.
parthenogenesis.
Yeah.
They don't have father.
Yes, yes. That is the reason. And second thing, we have done sex determination, we have learnt in 2. One is the human beings, another is the honeybees. Now, third one you do it after my class now. That's in birds.
male will have only mother.
Yes.
It will not have father, sir.
But what is that they are saying?
They will have grandfather, sir.
They don't have father and thus
Only have mother.
cannot have sons. Yes, they have only mother. That is the thing. Okay. And then once you do this same pattern in birds also, as I said, work out on a paper and just put it. And tomorrow's class, I'll talk about very important concept called mutation. Just keep it in your mind. Mutation is something that happens all of a sudden. Sudden change in an organism is called mutation. Why it happens? What are the responsibilities? Okay, we will speak about that on Monday. Until then, take care, keep practicing.
This
Yeah.
last line and
Yes. Last line I am leaving to you. Intentionally I am leaving it to you. We will discuss in the WhatsApp group, right? Okay then. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.